Well, I tried to do a response video a minute ago, and for some reason the audio didn't come through, but it is now, fortunately. Where to start? Well, I watched the video, and I have to say, it was pretty bad. Oh, I'll just turn down my road. You know, you started quoting people who I've got no idea who they are. This Misa person. I'm like, is your argument going to be, what's it, the argument from authority or the argument from popularity? Because neither argument actually work. Because in that case, if popularity proved things were right, then we should all be Muslims, because there's a lot more of them than there are of you. But I did have to laugh my arse off a little bit at just how crap it was. At least Suit Yourself was rude to me, even though he's a complete hypocrite, and I do laugh my arse off regularly seeing that he's reduced to going on BitChute. Jesus Christ. I'm like, all that work for naught. All that being a horrible piece of shit and saying horrible things about transsexual people. And you've got nothing to show for it. Oh! But, yeah. The snowflake, the bloke who actually put out a stream where he was all tearful and crying about his channel, and I'm like, hang on a minute, mate, you're the one who was sort of making a big deal out of that girl crying when Trump was elected. I'm like, you know, you got to sort of, you know, you can't 1 minute say, I'm a big tough guy. Oh, I'm a big tough guy. I'm looking at an advertisement for Foster's, and then start crying about losing your channel. But no one will see that side, because, again, your argument is purely based on popularity. So, yeah, I couldn't give a shit, because all these people you were quoting, they're all right-wing pieces of shit that I never watch anyway. You know, I haven't watched an irate bear, well, anything to do with him, for months. Ever since he made such a big song and dance about Tommy Robinson, or Stephen Lennon is his real name. You know, the bloke who's been in prison lots and lots of times, who isn't even a British citizen. He's from Ireland originally, he's an immigrant, but, you know, don't mention his immigration. You know, you can bring it up all the bloody time about the London mayor, but oh no. Not our Tommy, not our British boy who puts on a Cockney accent for gullible mugs who go and give him a load of money. Yes, that hero of the British people who went on holiday after leaving prison. Wow. Yeah, he really showed them, you know, I'll avoid being rearrested by hiding in Spain, I think it was, or Portugal. But, yeah, you know, I actually feel a little bit sorry for you, really, because I did watch some of your early videos, and you seem to be getting somewhere, but now it's sort of like, ugh. It's just the same old pony again and again and again. My biggest problem with all of the people, because I was sort of on the side of some anti-SJWs, was you're all crying and screaming about how the country would be much better off run by right-wing governments, and how Trump would do so much for the poor. And, you know, he's come into power and he's done fuck all, and you're all tight-lipped. You're all fucking pussies now. That's why I switched sides completely. You know, I'm now a Patreon for Steve Shives. You know, he's even given me a shout out on one of his videos. So, you know, I'm really. You can sort of cry and say, oh well, I've got so and so as my buddy, and I'm like, I don't really fucking care, to be honest. You know, I go on a stream most Saturdays of a load of people who are also in the same boat as me. Like Robin Geffen, who basically was one of the major figures in Gamergate, and he saw Gamergate taken over by right-wing scumfucks and liars and cheats, and the people who basically turn their proper argument about game journalism into a way to attack feminism, and it's just turned into shit from there. You know, the whole movement was brought down, and eventually was the vultures eventually came out, like Milo Yiannopoulos and bloody Steve Bannon. You know, those really embarrassing people. And people, if you're messaging, I can't see it. I've turned messages off. You can cry, you can weep. But also know this, if you put in a load of abusive shit, I will just delete it. And also I'll probably flag it. Because that's really what you wankers did to me on Twitter. So, you know, turnabout's fair play. But where was I? Oh yes, Oomagoon. Now, I'd be perfectly willing to come on a stream with you and talk to you. Maybe you could show me your face. But stop with this tough guy routine. If you're hiding behind a avatar, you're pretty much just sort of a coward. You know, I don't see how it's going to go anywhere either. That, you know, it'll... I can't see sort of someone going into government behind an avatar. You know, what, they're going to hold up a big piece of cardboard when they're in Prime Minister's Question Time. Oh no, you cannot see my face. I need my identity hidden. Because my ideas are of such power that they could threaten my life. Oh. I'm like, you know, Antifa, I can understand them covering up their face because there's been cases of Antifas murdered. But Jesus Christ, you know, you've got a YouTube channel. You're not sort of what Tyler here. But you know, you keep on with whatever you're doing. You know, all the anti-Muslim stuff really works because that's got so much attention recently in government that Boris Johnson may actually leave government completely. And really, I think it's pretty good that he's leaving government. He should have disappeared and not come back after lying to the public about Brexit. But, you know, the whole Brexit thing has been based on a tissue of lies. And we're probably going to end up absolutely penniless. And one of the best things about it is that eventually people will vote in a government. I'm hoping that it'll be a collection government of the Green Party, what's left of the Liberal Democrats, and the Labour Party. Because I don't wholly trust the Labour Party. I was a Labour voter back in 1997, and then I was Liberal Democrat for many, many years, and now I'm a Green Party member because, frankly, I think environmentally we're at last chance saloon here. You know, we're currently supposed to be on the furthest distance from the sun, yet the temperature has gone up. But, I'm sure it's all a Chinese conspiracy theory, according to Donald Trump it is. But, yeah, you people keep denying global warming, so when all of the plant life is dried out and we've got famines, you know, you can massage your cock going, well, at least I argued the case. I put the what was it? Oh shit, what are they called? I've forgotten what's the word. Oh, the marketplace of ideas. Like ideas are served well in a marketplace. I'm like, oh my god. You know, any evidence that marketplaces don't work, just look at the financial crisis. But,
Heading there now.
I haven't played this game before, so I'm getting pretty up on the... Anyway, I'm not going to be talking about this tosser forever, but I just basically, I've watched the response video and it's tedious, bad, you know, I'd actually sort of like to talk to you because I'm still amazed that you're a political channel when you're so politically naive and fact-free. Because I remember once going into one of your political hangouts and I was in the chat and you were even thanking me at one point because you couldn't remember things about the Labour Party. I'm like, Jesus Christ. You know, there's this thing called the internet, you know, where you can look up the history of things. Like, you know... how shit the Conservatives have been at every time they've been in power, but you'd still sort of back them over Jeremy Corbyn because Jeremy Corbyn might be a socialist, you know, because socialism's that dangerous. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, because capitalism's been so beneficial of late. You have to excuse me, I have the flu at the moment, and not flu brought over by Muslims or some other confusing conspiracy theory. That's something you should go into. Drop all the political stuff and go into the wacky conspiracy theories. Because you don't really need any evidence at all for that. You just bullshit till your heart's content, you know. Maybe say Theresa May's actually a reptilian or something like that, you know. That should get attention. You'll probably get more views because all the Alex Jones crowd are sort of... They need that fix of paranoid lunacy. Here you go, I'll even give you a conspiracy theory. The real controllers of the world are the Illuminati. And they do it through subliminal suggestion in McDonald's adverts. There you go. That should weten the whistle. Anyway, I think I'll just finish this before I sign off. Let the rage sink in the chat that I can't see, so really it's a completely missing the point. But you rage away and shout and scream and, you know... Better get down to doctors soon, because there won't be a doctors in 6 months' time when the Tories privatise the NHS. We'll all be instructed to get medical insurance.
And the legendary ultimate weapon?
This is your last chance. Get out of Ninjago now and forever.
Oh, it's the
Oh my
laser
gosh,
pointer.
He actually shot it, and it exploded, and then... But nothing is happening. Why is nothing happening?
What the heck?
What is that?
Ah! It's a giant cat.
Generals!
Oh.
Wait, no!
Let's try it on some moving targets.
Wish I'd seen this at the cinema.
No! What the heck?
What is this thing?
Bang! I win! Cue the music!
Well, maybe all the haters now will just be sort of going on. So,
Dad.
oh, he's got white hair.
Lloyd?
That's right. It's me, your son. And it's Lloyd, Dad.
No. Lloyd. I named you.
You ruined my life.
How could I ruin your life? I wasn't even there.
I wish you weren't my father.
Anyway, I'm going to end it now. So, basically, if Oomagoon wants to discuss or debate me on... Well, I think the chosen subject is, what the fuck is your politics? Because at one point you sort of were saying that you were liberal. The next minute you were saying that you were conservative. Are you alt-right? I don't know. It just seems to be pretty sort of... like you're making it up as you go along. Anyway. I'm dying.